On Tuesday, President Samia Suluhu Hassan ordered authorities at the Information Ministry to lift a ban on some media outlets. The move was a huge statement that could define a policy towards press freedom and freedom of expression. She announced the changes after the swearing in of principal secretaries, their deputies and heads of state corporations at State House in Dar es Salaam. The Tanzanian Editors Forum were quick to express their optimism over President Hassan's governance approach. To tell us more about these changes, we're joined by Tanzanian researcher and journalist Khalifa. Khalifa, very good afternoon. Good morning, rather. Thank you for speaking to us. What do we read into those changes made by the president?
Okay, thank you very much, Hugo, for having me. Actually, it's afternoon in Dar es Salaam right now, in Tanzania generally. So, I think President Samia Suluhu Hassan, decided to, righting the wrongs that her predecessor, the late John Magufuli, decided to do. And some of these decisions that President Samia Suluhu Hassan has pursued or has ordered in the previous couple of days, they signaled that she means to differently lead Tanzania from the way that her predecessor was leading the country, and this could be seen in the way that she decided, for example, as you mentioned, to lift the ban on media. Though there was a debate on what exactly did the president mean, whether did she mean the new media, the blogs, the online TVs, or even the newspapers that were banned previously by her predecessor, John Magufuli. And we saw the government chief spokesperson clarifying that the president didn't mean all media outlets that were banned in the previous couple of years, but she only meant the new media outlets, the online TV, the blogs, and etc. But, this debate notwithstanding, President Samia's statement is that these media outlets need to be freed, signaled some relief. And, we are in Tanzania, and we have seen the difference so far. Media houses being relatively freer now to write what they want, because there is no sheriff in town, and she is not that intimidating and threatening like her predecessor, John Magufuli, was.
Now, obviously, one of the issues has been the sacking of several government ministers or government officials. Can you take us through that process and why they were sacked and who was appointed, the reasons for that?
Okay, I don't think if there has been major sacking of government officials in Tanzania. What we have seen, for example, is the suspension of Tanzania Ports of Authority boss, because there were some financial irregularities, some financial accountability that were ongoing, that were going on there. And President Samia Suluhu Hassan suspended the Director General, to pave way for investigation. But he hasn't been fired, as far as I'm concerned. And the PCCB, the Tanzania's corruption watchdog, is investigating the boss, but he hasn't been fired. Neither has President Samia Suluhu Hassan fired any minister or deputy minister. What she did, and this was expected, he, undertook a minor or small cabinet reshuffle, to reflect her own idea of, the administration that she wants to pursue. So, for example, in the Foreign Affairs docket, the Foreign Affairs Ministry, she replaced Professor Palamagamba Kabudi, who was appointed by President John Magufuli to head that docket, with, seasoned diplomat, Madam Mulamula, who, she is a seasoned diplomat, and she has a long history in diplomatic activities in Tanzania and abroad. And and so President Samia sent Professor Kabudi to head, the Legal and the Constitutional Affairs Ministry, because he is a lawyer professional. He's a law professor, and he was at University of Dar es Salaam teaching law and things like that. So and so also Madam President replaced Mwigulu Nchemba, who was appointed by President Magufuli to head the Legal and the Constitutional Ministry with the Professor Palamagamba Kabudi, and Dr. Mwigulu Nchemba went to head the Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance.
So obviously a number of reshuffles that occurred there. Khalifa Saida, thank you so much for your time. We are going to leave it there. Tanzanian researcher and journalist.